Alex here. Today we're going to be exploring, eating French pastries, and bouldering in Fontainebleau. It's a cold November's day and there's only one thing left to do. Let's get climbing. These things are 5 and I'm already getting my butt whipped. Man, am I glad that was a jug. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, don't underestimate Fontainebleau circuit boulder problems. But man, do I love some great slab climbing. I think that calls for a pastry. Today I'm bouldering in Cuvier Rempart, one of the neighboring sectors to Cuvier Est and back Cuvier. It's actually my 3rd attempt at bouldering in Fontainebleau on this weekend's very express trip up to Paris. On Thursday, Lucy and I shared a short and chill session over in Col de Chien where we sampled a bunch of the classic circuit problems. I was able to climb the ultra classic 7A, the Toit de Col de Chien. This boulder has a lot of history here in Fontainebleau and it was really cool to get to climb it. I had an embarrassingly terrible foot slip on my very first try, but I was able to do it on my 2nd try. Afterwards, we hiked down the hill to the Eclipse boulder where I was hoping to try a 7B plus called Arabesque, but we ended up getting more stoked on this 7A plus / 7B that Lucy and I could both try together. It had a really thuggy first move that took us a bunch of tries to figure out. Lucy and I were able to both find our own way to do the top section, which was really cool.
Bien, venga. Fuerte, pisa fuerte. Bien. Con todo. Fuerte. Bien. Eso. Más arriba, más. Ahí. Venga. Y súbete los pies. Bien.
This is the very first time that I've been bouldering in Fontainebleau with anything less than 20 degrees Celsius. Today when I parked the car, it was -2, so it is absolutely brutally cold. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to take advantage of the cold temperatures and cloudy skies to try my hand at the Big 5. If you don't know what the Big 5 are, they are a series of 5 highball boulder problems here in Cuvier Rempart, including Etreci, Big Golden, La Tristesse, Fourmis Rouges, and Big Boss. Let's see what we got. I ended up setting my sights on the Fourmis Rouges because I'm pretty comfortable in the 7C range, and out of all the Big 5 boulders, it seemed to have the most beta options for shorter climbers. After a couple of goes, I was able to start trusting my feet on sandstone, which is a type of rock that I'm not used to climbing on. The whole intro section is basically just to set you up for the upper crux moves. These side pulls are really neat features, and you work your way into this right hand 2-finger pocket undercling. It's a little bit tendony. As you get up into this left sloper, here's where the main dish of the boulder comes. I've seen folks using two different betas here. The taller climbers are matching on this left slopey crimp rail and then doing a dynamic move out left, but I knew that wasn't going to be an option for me, so I started going for the shorty beta, working out through a series of just horrendously awful right-hand slopers. This is where I ran into a little bit of trouble both physically and mentally. You're quite high off the deck as you make this really reachy right-hand move. I got so painfully close on the Fourmis Rouges. I thought when I gave the last try and I got the right hand upper sloper that I was gonna go and send the boulder, and then I just completely popped. I got some huge falls from the very top of that boulder. I don't think the angle that my camera was at really does justice for just how high it is, but I gave it my best, and I guess this thing will be there for next time. After I wrapped up on the Fourmis Rouge, I gave a brief go or two on a left version of Big Golden called Effing Golden. It's another 7C, but by this point, another group of climbers had showed up, and the amount of pads and people in the space made it feel more like a rock gym, which just isn't my vibe. I was really hoping to do a little bit more hard climbing today, but also considering that I don't have tons of time, I wanted to make sure that I do get to take advantage of everything bouldering in Fontainebleau has to offer. So I did run up the hill and try this 7B called Ridicule. It's a 3-move problem: lift off the ground, get a gnarly left-hand jib, and bust out to the lip. I was super stoked I was able to get this on my flash go, and I think that deserves another bite of pastry. If you know any good bakeries or pastry shops here near Fontainebleau, definitely leave me a comment about that, because I will go to any lengths to find a quality pastry. At this point, I've switched sectors. I'm back in Cuvier Est, and I'm going to try this 7B behind me. It looks like a moonboard problem, and it is called Goriak. I have no idea what to do with my beta here. I think I'm misreading the boulder problem. I think that's the winning beta. I need to get this left-hand crimp, cross into this gas stone, work my feet out, and then get into this really juggy undercling. From here, work up, and then do the last move. I wish I could explain to you how cold it is right now here in Fontainebleau. Apparently at home in Targasson, we got about 30 centimeters of snow yesterday, and Fontainebleau at the very last second looks like it wasn't able to escape that snowfall either. When I arrived here yesterday morning, I was expecting sunny skies like the weather report said, and I found snow on the ground and everything was completely wet. But that's nature, and you got to respect kind of the rules of the area and the ethics, and climbing on wet sandstone here in Fontainebleau can really damage the rock. If you're bouldering in Fontainebleau for one of your first times, definitely Google Bouldering in Fontainebleau rules or Bouldering in Fontainebleau ethics, and you'll find all those listed out on the first couple websites that pop up. Oh, that was a sufferfest. By this point in the afternoon, the temperatures had dropped so low that my microphones actually stopped working. I decided I'd finish up my day with this 7A Plus called Anak. It took me a handful of tries to spot this tricky right heel toe cam. Once I was able to figure that out, the boulder was able to go successfully, and I thought it was a really great climb that I hadn't even set my sights on. I loved this kind of Fontainebleau style top out working through these slopers, and it was just a spectacular way to end the day in Fontainebleau. there's something in this video that you liked, leave me a comment below, and until next time, happy snacking and happy climbing.